Hi, everybody. Welcome. Today, we're going to be doing a few problems here, a few questions about scale drawings and when they're given to you as a word problem, meaning we have to read a little bit to pull some information to set up these problems up so we can solve them ourselves. I am going to highly recommend that we go ahead and use proportions in order to do this. So a proportion is really any ratio that is set equal to another ratio, because essentially that's what scale drawings are. They are smaller or larger representations of real things that work on some sort of scale. So that's actually what this first question is asking us. What scale did Maureen use for the drawing? It looks like Maureen drew a scale drawing of the high school. In real life, the parking lot is 50 meters, 50 meters wide. On the drawing, it's only 25 centimeters. So here's what we do to set these up. When you are looking at these two fractions, we have one fraction here and we have one fraction here, otherwise known as a ratio. You always want to put the model or the drawing on top. And the bottom, you want to put whatever the actual thing is. Just like that. So we were given some information already. In real life, the parking lot is 50 meters. That is the actual. So we'll put that down here, 50 meters. And on the drawing, though, it was only 25 centimeters. There you go. The scale was 1 centimeter to something. 1 cm to something. And I don't know what that something meters is, so we're just going to simply call that x. Now, in order to solve this proportion, there are several ways to do this. But in my humble opinion, one of the easiest ways to do this is to use something called cross multiplication. Cross multiplication is when you can multiply across the equal sign to set up your own equation. So for instance, I typically start with the variable. That would be 25 times x, which is just 25x. Then we would go ahead and set that equal to the other across the equal sign, multiplying across the equal sign, which is 50 times 1, which is just 50. Now, we simply have a one-step equation in order to get x all by itself. I believe if we divide both sides by 25, 25 divided by 25 is 1. That leaves us with 1x. Divide 50 by 25, and I believe that gives us the answer of 2. So what this means is the scale that is being used, if I was to draw this and throw it in the box here, it would be 1 centimeter. For every 1 centimeter on the drawing, it represents 2 meters in real life. Here's another. Mitchell made a scale drawing of the middle school. Lots of drawings of schools here. He used the scale 1 inch to 4 feet, or for every 1 inch, it represents 4 feet in real life. The actual width of the gym is 60 feet. So we'll put the actual on the bottom, just like we learned on the last slide there. How wide is the gym in the drawing? We'll call that x. Once again, I highly recommend using cross multiplication, which is a little shortcut to set up an equation. This would let us do x times 4. I always start with the variable and multiply across the equal sign. If the variable's on the top, you go across and down. And then, like before, if the variable's on the bottom, you go across and up. Here we have 4x. Set that equal to, because we're creating an equation, the other two multiplied by each other, which is just 60 times 1, which is just 60. To get x all by itself, so we can solve to figure out what goes in this box up here, we're going to want to divide both sides by 4. And I believe 60 divided by 4 is 15. So that leaves us with the drawing of the gym is 15 inches. That would go there. One more. We'll make this the last one. Sadie made a scale drawing of a house and its lot. The house's driveway, which is 18 feet wide in real life, is 20 inches wide in the drawing. So we have the drawing, 20 inches, over the actual 18. And of course, this is inches to feet. Set that equal to, if I can make this t look the way I want, there we go, equal to 10 inches to something. I am not sure what this is. Now, for this particular proportion, it looks like to get from 20 to 10, you would simply divide that by 2, which means you could also just divide 18 by 2 to get 9. So I believe the answer here is going to be 9 feet. But just to triple check, let's go ahead and use the same method we've been using called cross multiplication. We'll do 20 times x is 20x. Set that equal to 18 times 10. Multiplying times 10 is not too bad. Just add a 0 to the end there, 180. Divide both sides by 20 because our goal is to get x all by itself down here. I know that 18 divided by 2 is 9. So I could actually just cross these zeros out there and get the answer of x must equal 9 feet, which, hey, I think a minute ago we said that we thought the answer might be 9 since you're just dividing by 2 and dividing by 2. And we did get the answer of 9 feet. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Have a wonderful day.